Oh, right. It says we are live. Hello. How are we? We are we are on 5 days left of the month and of camp. How are we doing? Gonna be honest. I struggled yesterday. So I struggled on Wednesday and only got about 1,000 words on stream. And then yesterday I was also struggling to maintain focus. So I wound up doing several other things. One of which was I made 2 more timers. Well, I made more than that, but 2 more came out today. So the 2 today are joining the farting farting timer playlist. And then the 2 that should be coming out on Friday, those are a sort of like water with ambient noise. So like one is ocean waves and one is babbling brook type thing. So those are coming. But hopefully today I will be able to sort of like refocus and get some stuff done, because I still would like to be done with this draft, this book, at least the first write through. I want to be done before the end of camp, and I kept like y'all know I was like, maybe on Wednesday, maybe on Friday, maybe on so I'm just like clearing myself of expectations, because whenever I feel like I have time or I'm getting done early, I always feel like I kind of sabotage myself somehow in the brain. I don't know. Either way, so I'm just saying that I'm going to get done with this by the end of the month, by the end of camp, by the end of July. This story will be done. So yeah. So I did get some words yesterday, but definitely not as many as I would like. So, and I wonder, so I may have talked about this. I think I've mentioned it in passing a couple of times, but I have had problems with sustaining my interest in stories once I know the end. And so that's one of the reasons why I normally don't start with the end, because I know some people say, like, especially with mystery types, is that you have to know the end before you can really do the full. Oh, Becca, good luck. Waiting at the airport for your flight to Toronto. Hope to get some words in. Excellent. And I hope your flight goes very easily. But yeah, so I tend not to write the end of stories before I actually like reach that point in drafting. And with this story, I had sort of like this is how the epilogue should happen. And I vlogged a little bit of that with the Crystals and Coffee Shop vlog, because that was the day that I figured that out. And that was on like the 14th, so only like midway through the month. And I feel like since then I've kind of been losing steam with this project. And so I'm kind of like, should I not have written the story at the end? Is this a curse for me? Like, do I really need to avoid writing anything about the ending? And then I was thinking about it last night, and I was like, well, how do you avoid writing the ending through your revision process? Because at some point you have to write the end. Do you just write everything except for the last couple of scenes and then just like revise the heck out of everything else and then come back, write just the end and then revise that like 5 times? I don't know. Like, so I don't know how I'm going to conquer this. But I'm just going to try and push through and see if I can get some more focus with these scenes that I have left. And I think the unfortunate thing is I've also discovered that I have to add a couple scenes. So it feels like I'm not making any real progress because I keep having to add scenes, because I had some notes where I was like, this has to happen. And I'm like, that's a lot for one scene. So, that's the other problem with pantsing things. But anyway, so that was my yesterday I essentially tried to get some words, failed to get as much as I wanted, and decided to do something different. So I played around with timers. The end. That's hopefully the end of my gripe. I apologize. Thank you for letting me vent at you. Stacy says, looks down. I have yet to start my project or at least any actual writing, but you did get some research done. Hey, the research is important, and I have also spent some time researching. I had to go back and look at how, well, spoilers. Anyway, I had to go back and do some research too. So yes, I get this. But yeah, that's frustrating is getting stuck in research mode or in planning mode and not getting to the actual writing. Gina the Soul Writer is here. Hello all. You have 10K words left to gain this week to finish your shorter Camp Nano that you've been doing in 2 weeks. However, you have to work on editing an interview for your channel today. Gotcha. Hopefully we can help you get one or the other done. Bess, hello. No goals for the moment, just trudging along with your draft, not doing it nano specifically. Gotcha. Which is also fine. And as long as you are making progress, that's fantastic. Jenna says, please check the like button. If you would, that would be very kind, but don't have to. Bonnie, being Bonnie, says, sending positively. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And I'm sure everybody else does too. Steek is here. Hello. Welcome. And Megan says, hello. You just had a phone appointment that you almost missed, even with 3 alarms reminding you because you keep forgetting about it. Oh, no. I'm glad you make it. I'm glad you made it, though. So that's at least that. So there you go. You did not miss it, which is amazing. Stacy says, oh, yes, my focus has been shot this month. It did not help that your computer was dead at the beginning of the month, and then your best friend's dad passed, so you've been helping her out. Yeah. Stieg says, I reached my goal for the month. Yay! And my saunter goal and your stretch goal. Wow. So camp was really good for you. Yeah, absolutely. You're taking the rest of the month off from drafting-ish, sort of, to work on a world map and world building. Nice. I'm curious as to your process for this. Do you already have sort of like a world map in mind as you are writing, or do you sort of make notes and do it after the fact? I guess since you're working on the world map now, there's some aspect of after. Because I've seen some people make maps, like Austin made maps by dropping D&D dice on a sheet of paper, and where they landed would be wherever that fixture that she was intending to put would go. So I'm curious as to your process. Becca is hopefully going to have good travels. Stacy says, good luck to Becca. CB is here. Hello. Today was the day. It took you 2 hours to get a meeting, to a meeting about your writing group's future. You swear you had booked a taxi for today, and the company's site booked it for tomorrow. Oh no, that stinks. Becca says thank you to Stacy. Nina is here. Hello, everyone. Hello. Bonnie being Bonnie says, learning your process sure is a isn't it? Isn't it? Learning your own process is a feat and a skill in itself. Yes. So CBN says, and then you were running to the bus stop, and the bus driver definitely saw you but drove away. Oh no. Stig says, safe flight for Becca. And Nina says, I managed to catch up on my nano goal yesterday, so you are now back where you were supposed to be, back at 630 words per day. Fantastic. And that is amazing. CB says, then 3 buses came, and because the road works, 2 of them were actually going up the way, but having to go down the way. The other bus was dangerously clouded, so the driver only allowed 1 person. Oh, no. Sounds like it has definitely been a day. I'm sorry, CB. Stacy says, this is why it's easier to write family history. You know the end before you even start. And it's more of mystery finding what things that you needed to add. See, that is interesting. Yeah, because that's sort of like the opposite of... Yeah, kind of the opposite of normal mysteries, isn't it? Am I in any small groups that you can discuss the story face-to-face, talk, get outside perspective? It might help a little. If not, I am not currently, but I do have 2 friends that I'm going to be sending this draft to once I am finished with it. However many scenes I have left. So I will get some feedback from them. Sako is here. Hello, darling. Hello. You put a book up for pre-order and you're updating and cleaning up your website. Nice. That's exciting. And Christian is here. Hello. And Bonnie says hello to Sako. And CB says, finally got the bus to the city center, asked the driver a question, which he answered rudely. Oh, no. Took another bus to the bus station, then another bus down to the library. Wow. That was definitely a trek then. Sako says, hey, Bonnie. And Christian says, I've got 23,000. The goal for the month was 20,000. Yay! So you're just working slowly on your draft now. That's amazing. That's amazing. I mean, technically, I suppose I have 1 nano because I have hit the 35K that I initially set out to make. But still more story. So, Cool Gamer says hello. Hello. And Becca says to Steve, thank you. I saw on Instagram you had to stay at the airport because of flight delays. That must have been horrible. Your flight was just delayed, but only by half an hour. Hoping it stays that way. Me too. BA says, hey, y'all. Hey, excited to be here today. Me too. I'm excited to have you. And hopefully I saw that you posted that the rainwater was fast rising and all of that. Hopefully everything is maybe slightly drier now. Steek says you're writing about an island surrounded by a magical mist, so that already limits the scope of your world. Nice, and you know the shape of the island as you have been drafting. So far, you have been noting what you need it to contain. So you have a bunch of stuff mentally built up already. That's great. You're at 50,000 words now, so you've got a good chunk of the world figured out. That is fantastic. That's amazing. And Beth says my process is slow. Yes. Oh, well, as long as we are happy. Yes, exactly. Oh, no. And CB had even more trouble getting home. You took the bus to the mall and then took 2 long and windy buses to 10 minutes from your permanent address. Oh, goodness. Stacy says, oh, and today I'm working on your second draft of the first family history that you wrote. Your great-grandma's, you missed her very much. And you started writing another one, and that one is on the 5th draft. Nice. So long story short, you took stuff to do, but you got nothing done. And you are now determined that you are going to learn to drive. That is fantastic ambition. And I wholeheartedly support this because sometimes public transportation is not as developed as we would like in certain countries, like the U.S. Stacy says, but the 5th draft story you need to do more formatting issues and figuring out how to add real maps and pins in them. Gotcha. T. Thorne is here. Hello, you're arriving late and leaving early today. Well, that is fine. You can come on in whenever you feel like it. Megan says, I need to decide whether I'm going to write or work. You just finished your Fiverr gig this morning, so you are not that keen on working. Well, flip a coin, I guess. Or just write, since it sounds like you don't want to do the work. Chanel's vlog, hello, thumbs up. Hello, welcome. CB says also the trains are on strike right now. Oh, so many things. Jenna says, so many epic things to sprint for. Indeed. Indeed. CB says, either I learn to drive or I'm going to have to move to South Lanarkshire? Because the transport is so much better there. Gotcha. CB says, thank goodness most cars now are available are automatic rather than stick shift. Yes. That is also true. As someone who learned to drive on a stick shift, Automatic cars are nice. Nina says, I will probably start making a playlist for the mixtape that your main character gets for her from the best friend. All right. We have a card for today, and it is in the upright position, the normal position. So hopefully we won't get called out too much. Today we have the Rhino Spirit. And there we go. Overcome any obstacle is the main message. So we always have the choice to press ahead, and the Rhino Spirit's strength offers you the power to break through stubborn obstacles. This animal knows there is more than one way to open a path that you seek. When the Rhino Spirit appears, you are reminded that you have a marvelous ability to overcome obstacles in multiple ways, going around them, shattering them with the force of clear, deliberate intentions, or even transforming them into clouds that drift away by refusing to allow them to limit you. Apply your Rhino with creativity, and no obstacle can stand, for you have magic to make and many ways in which to make it. There we go. Your power is awesome and amazing right now. The Rhino also wants to remind you that when an obstacle appears to prevent you from getting what you desire, it means that something much better is coming. Keep that in mind when you consider the nature of the obstacle in front of you. The Great Spirit loves you much and only wants the best for you. So, there you go. Oh, Becca says, the last stream you were able to attend, I pulled the Rhino first, and we're so glad he's upright this time. Yes, absolutely. Yes. CB says, on this side of the pond, we still use stick shift. You need to learn automatic because of coordination. Yeah. Automatic is much easier. All right. So that is a very good card for us today. He's got a little crown on his horn. I don't know if you can see this or if it's going to focus. There we go. Maybe. He's got a little crown sitting on his horn there. And all those wings and flowers. Fun times. It's a good card. It's a very good card. We are capable of overcoming anything that we need. So, all right. We are going to use one of the new timers today. I'm going to scroll the Fancy Frog to about 25 minutes because I don't think I can do a full 30 to start off with, but I will start us off with a full 25 minutes. So. Okay, so here are your reminders. 1, save your document if you have already been working today, and if not, now's a great time to open it. 2, make sure that you are hydrating today. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for that posture check. And 4, make sure that if you need a break, take a break. Here we go, 25 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! All right. Hello. I just realized I accidentally closed my popped out chat. So I'm going to head over to the YouTube, and you might hear an echo in just a second. Okay. The pop-out has been restored. So there we go. Okay, I got 397 words. Not terrible. So, yay. I have so many sticky notes over here that are just kind of like all over the place. I need to do something with them, but I need to make sure I don't have a reminder written on them before I can throw them away. Okay. So 397 for the first one. Not bad. Not bad. My mom also texted me, or she was calling me just as we had like 17 seconds left. Anyway. Brain. Okay, Charlie says, hey, hey. Hello, Charlie. How are you? Gosh. Was out of air and catching in my throat. Okay. CB said the timer is adorable. Sorry, let me. Hopefully this is better. I'm glad you enjoyed our fancy frog. Our farting fancy frog. And so I included the farting timer playlist in the chat in case you have not seen the others or want to use them for yourself. Heather says, hello. Hello. Heather says, I've got to run an errand, but I will be back soon. All right. And Claude says, hello. You're here from some reading sprints. You are beginning Stephen King. You're reading Carrie. You saw the movie a couple of times, but never read the book. So better late than never. I'm trying to remember which ones of Stephen King's fictions that I've actually tried to read. I think Carrie may have been one of them. Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember exactly how many of his that I have read. But I think I do enjoy his voice. I don't necessarily really enjoy his stories, which is why I really do love his writing craft. Y'all, drink your water. I may also have to go blow my nose in a minute, see if that helps. Okay, anyway, hopefully you will enjoy it. CB got 349 words. Excellent. Stacy got 447 words. You think that is a good start? That's a great start. Yes, not all of them are original, but probably close to half of them are. That's fantastic. Jenna says, the video is taking far longer to edit than I thought. Oh, no. Steve played around with your map in Procreate. Time to make dinner. Thanks for the stream. See you later. Thank you very much for joining us. And Ayana got 247 or 46 words. Excellent. Good. Christian got 425 words. You forgot about the farting timer and it scared you. Oh, no. Sorry. Megan says, I did some writing and then I remembered I have appointments to schedule, so I'm about to make those phone calls. You can do it. Phone calls are scary, but you can do it. Sorry, maybe that's just my own opinion leaking through there. Stacy says, yes, I just counted the previous drafted words, 219, so over half are new. Excellent. Becca finished a chapter. Yay! You were not expecting that in an airport. But hey, anywhere you can get it. T-Thorn says 350 words. Your subconscious was working hard trying to figure out the next plot point. Yes. Yeah. Charlie is working on the new Oracle deck. I'm so excited. You have 17 cards done, 56 more to go. You started this project on Friday, and it has become a bit of an obsession. It is an obsession that I am, may I say, very glad you are obsessing. I'm glad you're obsessing in some ways. I mean, I do want you to take care of yourself, but I also would like an Oracle deck. I mean, I don't have enough, right? Anyway, so yeah. Yes to the Oracle deck. B.A. Pascar says, worked on some eBay stuff during that one and on to writing in the next one. Excellent. Good. CB sinuses are also having a fit. Yes. Maybe it's in the air somehow. Nina says the Wi-Fi went out. Oh no, but finished the playlist. Excellent. Stacy says, I have only read one Stephen King book and have no desire to read any more of them. Yeah, and that was kind of, I feel like this may have been my feeling, but I also, he talks about his life in the book on writing. And there's some of the stories that he reveals that he was going through some certain things and may have been medicated in a certain way, and does not remember writing at all. And I think that during that phase of his life, one of those books may have been one of the ones that I tried to write or tried to read. So maybe I am not giving him a fair shot. I don't know. But in general, I don't typically read just like pure horror. So Megan says, oh, I have severe phone anxiety, so I've been putting these phone calls off for the past 3 months. Okay, yeah. So not just my opinion then. Bonnie being Bonnie says, moving forward slowly but surely. Excellent. And Paget says, hello all. Hello. Excellent. I wonder if it was the ginger. Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, I had been thinking about getting sushi, like the cheap kind, not the like real expensive, like fancy, but like the grocery store sushi, because they have $5 deals every week. Wednesday is the day for Kroger, or at least my local Kroger's. And I have been thinking about sushi since Saturday. And I was like, I want some sushi. But I held out until today when it was cheaper. And so I went and got some. But I love the pickled ginger to put on things. And so I may have put a little too much on there. Maybe that was it. I don't know. Mr. Mercedes by Stephen King was pretty decent, but not decent enough to read the entire series. Gotcha. CB says, I noped out of on writing because the print size made you get a migraine because it was so tiny. I wonder, would you do better with an ebook version of it then? Because you could adjust the size of the font? Just a thought. And I know there are some libraries that have ordered this in a large print, which also makes it easier to read. Stacy says it was a book that he wrote for his daughter. Yes. Okay. So it was supposed to have more of a fantasy twist. Your mom just wanted me to read her favorite author, and I just did not enjoy it. Yeah. And I mean, sometimes that's the thing, because everybody reads for something different. So yes, like there was, I wanted to love, there was it Tanya French? Maybe. There were 2 books that I tried to read by this person. Anna French, maybe. Yes. And I wanted to read it. I wanted to love them so much, but the ending was so daggone unsatisfying in the first book that I read that I really wanted to throw it across the room. And I decided I was going to give a different book from her, a chance. Started it, got like a really, really bad feeling about it. And I was like, let me just read the end and see if it's worth reading the whole thing. No, it wasn't. So I highly doubt I will ever pick up another book by that author. So apologies if you love that kind of thing, but I was just like, no. Because my thing is, if it's a mystery, I want it to be solved. I want it to be solved. And there was just so many questions that were left open. I don't mind an open-ended story if it is not a mystery. If the whole point of the story is to find out who done it or what done it or why, you need some answers. And I'm like, if I want a mystery that has no real answer, I'll just go read True Crime, because sometimes there are no real answers there. But if it's a fiction, if it's a fiction mystery book, I need an answer. And that was my issue. So anyway, if you were going to give On Writing a try again, you would probably do so on audio. Gotcha. That is okay. This is an example of what we want you to do for the next sprint. So Megan, I'm going to use you as an example. So if you have something that you would like to promote for yourself or for one of the things coming up here on AuthorTube, please do so in the next sprint. So Megan here has a self-promo. She is going to be running the We Will Not Go Back feminist video anthology here on AuthorTube. And so if you want to know more about that, follow the link that Megan has provided in order to get more information on that. But also, if you want to do your own self-promo, here's Megan's example. You may do this in your next sprint. However, if you do not have a blue wrench of power, you will not be able to post direct links. So make sure that you spell out the dot and put spaces in the .com. There we go. Don't know why that was hard to say. All right. And we are going to go with the German Shepherd for the next one. Thank you. My brain and my words. Becca says, gotta go stand in line to get on your flight. Wish you luck. Good luck. Safe flight. Thanks for the sprints. You are welcome. Okay. Let me share. Share. So don't forget to do your self-promo if you have a YouTube channel, Twitch channel, Etsy store, Amazon author page, website, blog, social medias, etc. If you have those things and you want to share, please do. All right, here we go. I have lowered the 45-minute timer down to 25 so that we can have a bit of a normal length sprint for the German Shepherd farting timer. So here we go. 25 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. That was sprint number 2. I'm going to hit the save button. Where am I at now? I am now at 681. Let's just do the calculator. $284. I feel like that was still a pretty good sprint, though. I feel like I was making progress. So, there you go. It's something, and I will take it. So, you know. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so we had Megan's promo as our example. A reminder that the We Will Not Go Back feminist anthology is upcoming. And you need to make sure that you get your video and video links to Megan by August 8th. That way they can go live on the 9th. Jenna the Soul Writer says, if you want to participate in an interview about your creative mind and creative progresses, maybe. So join Listening to the Voices in Our Head Season 4. And there is the link for that. Charlie says, join me at 5 p.m. Eastern today for some creativity sprints and chaos. And there is the link for that. And that is the YouTube link because Wednesday is on YouTube and not on Twitch. BA says, work in progress information and more here at bapascar.com. Kate says, hello. You've got some work stuff to knock out today, but had to drop in a like. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And happy writing. Heather is back. There was a long line at the post office. Sometimes that happens. August 8th. Yes. Okay. Heather has a self-promo. Heather is a freelance line editor, copy editor, and proofreader. Let me help you make your work shine, she says. Heather is currently booking for this fall and does free sample edits and specializes in fantasy, sci-fi, and mystery/thriller. Heather can be reached via DM on Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn, as well as YouTube comments. And here is the contact page for Heather. And BA has a reminder to hit the bell, or hit the like button, subscribe button, and hit the bell thing for notifications. Yes, all the things. Heather says also has an Etsy shop, art for writers and lovers of fantasy and sci-fi, and there's the link for that. And yes, don't forget to check out the cool links in the description for writing timer playlists, tarot journals, new videos, and lots of things. Ayana says, no words, but did some drawing and browsed Pinterest. Ooh, Pinterest can take you down a rabbit hole, for sure. Stacy says, you added another 255 words, of which only one sentence, a rewording of about 15 words, was not original. That's fantastic. You're making lots of progress now. CB got 305 words. Excellent. Paget got 764, though chapter 22 is going to need hella editing. Yes. Paget says this book has taken the saying, write something you can edit later, so to heart. Yes, and that's what I did my first, really, the nano that I tried to get the full draft done, and it was big chaotic mess. It was just not. BA says you read through some beta reader feedback. Yay. Sorry. Did I have coffee? No, I didn't. I did not have coffee today. A lot of good information to improve it. That's excellent. That's excellent. Good. Okay. We need to do a third sprinty sprint. I think we're going to go back to Fancy Frog. but still probably just do the 25. Yeah. If I can approximate 25, that'd be great. Oh, there we go. This one. Alrighty. So 1, save your document. 2, make sure you have something to hydrate with and go ahead and sip. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for that posture check. And 4, make sure that if you need a break, take a break. Here we go. 25 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, how we doing? It's slow going today, but I keep making progress. So we got 236 that time. Keeps going down, but still is progress. Still progress. I will take it. All right. And I'm almost done with this scene. I think maybe I need maybe 4 or 5 more short paragraphs, I think. Paragraphs and or dialogue exchange. So I'm almost done with this, and then I'll be finished with the full scene today, which is nice. Okay. Let me see how you did. Paget was excited for some of the fancy frog prince action. Megan says, just got off the phone for the referrals. You are exhausted now, but you still have 1 more phone call to make. Possibly 3 if they run into really bad luck. Yeah, I hope you only had to call 1. Paget says, phone calls, so tedious. Just got off with the Toyota parts department. You're trying to remain patient as different people tell you conflicting things. Yes, supply chain, get back in order, please, Kentucky. You live in California, but okay, Kentucky, sure, why not? Why not? I mean, it's nice if the supply chain works all over. Heather says, during the previous sprint, you did some self-promo, researched some local events that you could be a vendor for selling yours and your kids' art. Paget was trying to shake off the irritation and frustration with phone calls and get back to the heavy business of murder, or rather, writing murder. Paget says to Heather, you're on a whole nother level, and Jenna, the soul writer, with productivity and irons in the fire. Jenna says, if I stop, it gives you too much time to think, and then the world stops. Workaholic is a trauma coping habit. I would agree with this. But thank you for the compliment otherwise. Yeah. BA says, here come more storms. Oh no. Hopefully they won't drop too much rain into your already wet area. Stacy said, well, I only wrote about 99 words, but I need to go pick up your youngest from school. But hey, you did get 761 words this stream, which is basically the first writing that you have had all month. That is fantastic. And you did remember to save. Yay! That's the best feeling. Yes. BA said, thanks. Megan took the dogs out and made yourself a sandwich. Nice. Bonnie Being Bunny says, still doing. Also fine. Yeah, no kidding. Yeah. 377 for Ayana. Nice. CB got 494 words. Excellent. Paget says 372. That's okay. Heather says hello to Bonnie. Almost done with the scene. Nice. Yes. Yeah, exactly. Especially since I'm counting by scenes really at this point, because I've made the word count goal that I had set out for myself. Now I just need to get the scenes done. So that'll be nice. 494 words is great, CB. HK, hello. You're working on your reader magnet. Ooh, nice. And hello. Hello. Paget says, it totally is, to Jenna, a coping habit. Yes. The workaholic, overworking yourself. Yes, though you prefer it to sitting on the couch and being maudlin. Yeah, because then I have something to do and I feel like, at least I've done something useful. Yeah. Still have to make the phone calls. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. It is 2:58. I would like to get done with at least this. So I think what I'll do is I will pull up our other fancy fart timer. which is a 15-minute, so it's a little shorter. But I think it will allow me time to get this bit done. Okay. Okay. BA says Toyota has a huge factory in Kentucky. That could be why they mentioned the supply chain issues with Kentucky. That is very good to know. But yes, that's probably why they did, in fact, mention it. Okay, so we're going to do a cool down sprint. It's going to take us 15 minutes over where I normally should be ending, but I would like to get at least this scene done. So if you have to go, that's fine. Otherwise, join me for another 15 minutes. Don't forget to save your document. That's number 1. And if you have not had a sip in a while, go ahead and have a sip. I have indeed finished my water. I think I can survive the next 15 minutes without refilling it. So 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for that posture check. And 4, make sure that if you need that break, take it. Here we go, 15 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. I finished the scene. I'm just going back and sort of editing and making sure that I have some things fixed. But yeah. So for the most part, the scene is done, and it's at 1,097 words. So I got just like a 180 words that time. Is that right? Yes, 180 words. And I still will probably adjust to like maybe 100 more words before I am like fully happy, but at least it is drafted. So that is good. So I could leave it for later editing jewels. But for right now, it's doing good. I at least finished a scene, which is yay. Sorry. Ooh, I sneezed. Okay. Paget was laughing and says, so then the part just exists. It isn't on the way. It's just existing where it was made. At least you know. Yes. It's a part when you're replacing the brakes, they recommend changing, but it's also covered in grease and it hasn't dry rotted. So you were able to go ahead and switch out the pads, which is a silver lining. And if that part ever arrives, it would be neat. Yes. Paget also said hi to HK. HK said hi back. Paget got 175 and felt meh about it, but celebrated for me. Thank you. I appreciate that. CB got 241 words. Excellent. Excellent. I'm at least glad that I got over 1,000, both on Wednesday and today. But when I look at my numbers from the beginning of the month, I'm like, but I was writing so much more. Comparison is terrible because you never feel like you're ever good enough. But even to yourself, it's just like, I did get, and I'm like, yeah, but I'm at a different part of the story, and I have to make sure the ending is really, really solid. So at least in my brain, that's what my brain is telling me. So it's okay that I'm going a little slower. I'm still making progress. I've got one scene done. I'll continue working this afternoon / evening, see if I can get another scene done. So yeah. Alrighty. CB also sneezed in solidarity with me. All right. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay. But I am going to go ahead and I decided, was it yesterday and on Wednesday, I was going to go ahead and I colored in the flower petals that I was working on. I need to do something to delineate. This is not a... Okay. I've given myself a strange smiley face on the one petal that is not actually what I need. And I'm going to go ahead and color in today's. So there we go. So I have 2 from last week that I did not get accomplished. And then I'm starting on this last wheel, the last flower petal, and my funky little face there. I have enjoyed using these flower stencils as my writing trackers. I really have. So I might continue that with next month. and see if we can continue it. All right. Okay. Good to know. Yay. Oh, you were with somebody who had a cat earlier. That might make you sneeze, yeah. Okay. All right, y'all. Make sure you save. I'm going to also save it so that I don't lose any of my progress. And I'm going to pop Devin's playlist in the chat. Paste. So Devin's playlist is now in the chat. Also, don't forget you can scroll back up to the self-promo and find Charlie's link. Oh, is Charlie's link is not in the description. Here is Charlie's channel. I need to put back the links in the description for friend channels because I think I have forgotten to paste those in the last couple of times. So I need to make sure I do that. All right, so you have Devin's playlist and you have Charlie's channel for a little bit later. And don't forget to save, y'all. Save, stay hydrated, especially in the summer heat. Make sure that you occasionally get up and stretch and, you know, enjoy the process as much as possible. All right, I will see y'all soon and have fun.